Okay, in the previous video, we got the relative link of the Worldometers website. This means that we didn't get the full address, but only a part of the link. The full address is also known as the absolute link because it represents the link that we see on the browser, while relative links only have a part of that link. On Scrapy, you can work with both absolute and relative links. And in this video, I'm going to show you how to work with both. So first, I'm going to yield a request. So I write yield scrapy.request, and inside parentheses, I write the URL argument and set it equal to link. So let's see what happens if we go to this relative link as it is. So let's open up a terminal and write the command scrapy crawl worldometers. Then press enter and let's see what happens. And now I'm going to scroll up to see the results. So here I found a value error that says missing a scheme in request URL, and then we can see the relative URL, world population / China population. So as you can see, we cannot work with this relative link as it is, but we have to make some changes. So a simple workaround is making this relative link an absolute link. So let's go to the website to show you how we can do this. Here on the website, I inspected one of the countries listed, and here I got an A element that contains the href that has the link of this country. So I click on it, and now we're on this page. So this is the full address, and what I'm highlighting now is the link that we already have in our code. So to make this an absolute link, we have to concatenate this relative link with the main page. So let's go back to PyCharm to show you how we can do this. So here in PyCharm, I create a new variable named absolute_URL, and this is going to be equal to f_string, and here I'm going to copy the main page. So I paste the main page inside the f_string, and now I open curly braces to insert a variable. So I put inside the link variable. So we concatenated these two elements. Now in the URL argument, instead of URL, I write absolute_URL. Before we test this code, we have to get rid of the last slash in the link inside allow domains. So we delete the slash and go to the terminal. Now I open up a terminal to test this new code and run the command scrapy crawl worldometers. Then I press enter to run this command, and then we wait. So now this is finished, and I'm going to scroll up to see the results, and as you can see, all the data was successfully scraped. The code worked without any problems because as you can see, we got a 200 OK response. So this worked perfect, but this workaround is not the ideal way to handle this. So let me show you a better way to handle this. Now I'm going to comment absolute URL and then relative URL so we can differentiate the method we're using. So we're going to continue doing the absolute URL, but in this case we're going to use the join function. So I'm going to duplicate this line of code, but I'm going to write instead response.url joined, and inside parentheses I'm going to write the link variable. So in this case we don't have to concatenate two elements, but the URL join is going to take care of that. So now I open up a terminal and write scrapy crawl worldometers, and then I press enter to run this command. And as we can see, we're still getting the 200 OK response. So now that this is finished, I'm going to scroll up and show you this much better. So here we get the 200 OK response. So this means that the request has succeeded. Okay, so far so good. And now the third way to do this is going to be with relative URL. And to work with relative URL on Scrapy, we have to use the response.follow. So we write yield response.follow, and as an argument we set the URL equal to the link variable we created before. And that's it. We don't need to write anything else because we're using the response.follow. So now let's test this code out. So I'm going to open up the terminal. I clear this up and write the command scrapy crawl worldometers. Then I press enter, and then we have to wait until this is finished. So now this is finished, and as you can see, we got again the 200 OK response. So the request we sent succeeded. And that's it. Now you know 3 different ways to work with relative URLs.